All right. Left off here. That's the auto save. This is the quick save. Okay. All right, let's do this. Day 2. Let's get a refresher. What the hell am I doing today? Find out who's in the union box. We never did the mess hall. I need to pay Gart for the night tonight. Before we'll just do that now. I have the money. We can. Oh God. We do this tonight after 9 p.m. Go back to Joyce. Go back to Kuno and go back to the crime scene. Okay, let's do that. Anybody here yet?
The door is closed.
Nope. Oh, the mess hall. Oh.
Morning. Looks like we can get to work at once. The union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them. I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said.
Dang, man. Kim like me. I never get a good night's sleep. Except for the weekends.
One loose thread less to worry about. And one big problem to replace it.
Okay. Oh, I'm so close to a level up. Okay. How many skill points do I have? 1. Okay. Very much post-Soviet. Yeah. It has a bit of a... I mean, come on, the expression... The way our character looks in this portrait, very Dada style. The expression sounds like something you would find in a really artsy, weird, absurdist art movement.
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the Union. These men here, men who drink beer for breakfast, there's talk of an armed wing of the Union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them. That would just escalate tensions.
Cubism.
No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth
There's
a
a few
conflict
other art
between the
movements
RCM
that
and
would
the
be
Debarders
reflective of
Union.
it.
In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So let's keep a cool head, okay? One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
No.
Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it on your own terms. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder?
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
Let's pay him.
Can I help you?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, that's, there's a socialist art movement I can't remember the name of, but it's very similar to,
Got
yeah.
the 20 real? Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Sure, anything new to say?
Just a moment.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling at the frayed edge of her blanket.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the
Ooh,
coast.
excuse me.
Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway.
I like her.
I'm
I want
glad
to help
see
her.
you again, dear. Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but
Can we
the
have her
Whirling's
use the
line
phone in
isn't
the car?
working. The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too. The manager was vague about it.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later.
Interesting.
Ask a guy.
To let the young woman who's house-sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night. But we're still missing, and I haven't heard from
Polly.
them.
Hi, Polly. Shout out. Polly. Rushy. That is nice, right? Now I can close the tab I had open for Polly. I had Polly's stream up earlier. Of course, friendo. I appreciate you. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little low energy tonight. Damn, you on fire. I'm a little low energy tonight. It's just been a very long day. I didn't get home until like 7:30. I relaxed. I played a little Apex. I got a dub. And then, I had some din-din. And, I'm finishing my cup of tea. Ooh. I made a nice cup of jasmine pearl green tea with some honey. Very nice. Very relaxing. Whew. Man, how was the Red Queen? Did you arm yourself? Did it disarm you? You kissed Hatter. Nice. You got it on with a VTuber. Nice. Nice. You found love in a hopeless place. You also cut out your own tongue, and it was very detailed. That's fucking horrifying. Jeez. What's that? Oh, fuck. What's that movie? Not Pulp Fiction. Reservoir Dogs? Doesn't he cut his tongue out in that movie too? Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm good. I know he cuts the guy's ear off in Reservoir Dogs. I don't remember if he cuts his tongue out. It's the scene where he's doing the whole, like, singing. Is it singing? No, is it Singing in the Rain? It's not Dancing Queen. It's such a fucked up scene, though. Singing in the Rain might be, Clockwork Orange, now that I think about that. When they do the whole gang rape scene. And they're like, singing in the rain. It's just fucking weird. God damn. Oh, water. Water's good. Remember to stay hydrated, chat.
I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel. That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He
We're gonna
always
help her
plans
find her
his
husband.
expeditions so carefully. But you have more important things to worry about. Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect.
I'm sorry, I'm burping. I apologize.
But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the water lock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them?
Well, we know that the water lock is broken and won't come down till Wednesday. Can we tell her that?
The water lock that was broken. Could this be it?
Oh, sweetie, it's nothing like that. Gary's as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life any day.
Yo, they fucking.
Oh my. What happened to the water lock? Oh, sweetie, if it weren't for you, I'd be looking forward to another sleepless night.
Aw.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I'm
Thank
glad.
you both.
I'm glad I did that investigation yesterday.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
Today is Tuesday, so we won't be able to do that until the next in-game day.
This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect. Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now. Funk up that vanilla murder investigation.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling.
I love our
So
brain.
tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired. And it's cold out there. Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie. Oh dear, I'm not sure where to begin. Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's. And his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
Dude, my expression is slightly grumpy.
It's always a challenge to describe the person you know best in the world.
Fair point.
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger
white
frame.
hair.
And he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even.
Wild thing.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the
You
woman's
make
description.
my heart sing.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case. I hope I've been useful. Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating, but I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
Well, it's a phasmid, technically, but
Phasmidphobia?
Oh yeah. Here comes the interesting.
Oh, yeah.
where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insulindian coast. Hence its name, the Insulindian phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us, officers.
To be honest, this animal sounds like a cryptid. You wouldn't happen to be searching for some kind of gnome of Jeroma, would you?
Cryptid?
I smell pseudoscience, he's thinking. Not a big fan of that.
Mothman?
It's simply elusive. So much so that most establishment
can we get
zoologists
Mothman?
doubt it exists at all.
I want Mothman.
Establishment. I thought so.
Bigfoot.
Yes, it can blend in almost perfectly among the reeds. It's how it's stayed hidden
There's
all
so
these
much
years,
flavor text.
centuries even. Well, some teenagers making out in the reeds saw one. They
Making
didn't know what it
out.
was, of course, but there was a brief article in a local newspaper about their encounter with a ghost insect that looks like the reeds. Gary sent us the clipping.
So yeah, we was fucking out on the coast. Yeah, we were getting it on, and then like I saw this bug, man. I saw this bug, and like it got up in my butthole. You know. Anyway,
Of course, most phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms, but their description matched the Insulindian phasmid perfectly, and they didn't even know what they were looking at.
Enthusiasm has wiped the worry from her face. Her eyes sparkle behind her glasses.
aww, I love her.
I suppose I have something of a personal connection to the Insulindian phasmid. All scientists have their little hobby horses.
I love her.
Oh, I doubt it. No one gets into cryptozoology for the money, sweetie. Oh dear. I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very special.
Okay.
Morel can explain it all much better. I wish you could hear him describe it. Then you'd understand, I'm sure.
Okay. Now we talk to... Is this the lady from earlier? Or is this a different one?
Let me
Oh,
handle
yeah, it is
this.
her.
Detective disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten. I advise you not to overstay your welcome.
She's the one in charge of the greenhouse.
Her entire character has shifted. This young woman is cold as ice.
Wow, that's new.
No, I am not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union.
She lied to us. She lied to us.
So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does. That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her. Could this be the Miss Beaufort that Easy Leo mentioned? The one Mr. Everard sent to law school?
Oh.
I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries.
Oh, she so is.
And focusing on why you are actually here. Titus Hardy.
Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her eyes. In the way she stands. In her face.
You are not here to chat up the legal counsel. You are here to question these men. Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor.
Get it.
Do you have hearing problems?
She was so much nicer yesterday.
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
I know, right?
What are we going to do to you? The union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization.
Goddamn right it is.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. But we digress. Aggressive, you make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder suspects. Just dock workers.
I love Kim.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
That's one way of saying it.
Fuck yeah.
So
Fuck
ask
yeah.
what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders. Look, a comedian. Do your job, ask your questions, then get out of Martinez.
Strange. It's as if people don't believe a cop could be a socialist revolutionary.
Yeah, they don't. Apparently they don't. Money.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling-height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
It's not time yet. Interesting.
This
All
is where you
communist,
say your
baby.
bed.
Detective.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something? The boss man's talking to you.
What, is he fucking kidding? This guy high or something?
Hey, asshole, up here. We're talking to you.
We're looking for Titus Hardy.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that won't.
I don't know how I feel about this voice yet.
You're sure taking your time, waiting for him to get ripe and pretty for you, huh?
Shanky. I wonder what Shanky likes to do.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy by now. Real hot stuff. Letting out that pretty boy smell.
Boy smell.
Time to go to work in the shit factory!
Easy, boys. These janitors have a hell of a job cut out for them. I mean, I wouldn't go in there for $1 million.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
No. I's here. You got business with my boys. You got business with me.
He understood what you were doing, taking inventory of them.
Yeah! You fuck with the Hardy Boys, you fuck with Titus
The
Hardy!
Hardy Boys. Oh, I've got a clue. I have a clue, a raging clue. The Hardy Boys. In the case of the hanged dock worker.
Relax, Dennis. No one is fucking you yet.
So Shanky's real name is Dennis, and we've got Eugene.
Yeah, Dennis, calm down. No one's fucking you, you stupid fuck.
Let Dennis enjoy his fucking, man. We don't mind.
It's Alan M.
Yeah, you're not even being fucked, Dennis.
Pat Angus.
Easy, fellas. We got company. Let's see what brings the cop around.
Too late. You already scanned the room. You got a pretty good picture of the actors here. You could take another look at the tracks in the mud on the crime scene. Compare it to these guys.
Okay, perception will do.
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Let's get weird.
That is fucking bizarre. A magic man. A goddamn magician.
The lieutenant waits for your reply, patiently. His foot taps only a little.
Well, fortune teller. You might be onto something. They don't just end up in trees for nothing.
We had something else, beside the occult vision.
We had to have something. His foot tapping has become less patient now.
I'm pissing off Kim.
Container belt, like we use in the harbor? Because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang him.
All right. Mystery solved. You're under arrest. That you just confessed.
We did this together, all of us, until he was dead. That's why there's a container belt around his neck.
No, you don't. What you have is 7 honest men who thought it forthcoming to tell you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time.
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum.
Yo, what's up, Ivy?
And
How you doing?
he stepped out of line
Welcome in.
my town.
We are currently solving a mystery / solved a mystery. I'm so confused about what's happening right now in the game. Thank you. I appreciate it. My model is based on my Final Fantasy XIV character. It's a Makote samurai. I need to give it a moment. Yeah.
And he stepped out of line.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Kohoi and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
Yeah, I always love, it's always nice when I get a compliment on my model. It's like, somebody put it on Twitter not that long ago, but like, that feeling when somebody compliments your model and it's like, oh, my heart, I love it, thank you. I appreciate it, thank you, thank you. Sorry, I won't lie, I'm a little low energy today, just because it's been a very long day. Normally I'm much more energetic, but it's kind of just a chill day. Oh, thank you. My model artist, Makanayan, and the person who did the rigging is Zumeko. They should be in my bio, my about me, but they are awesome people to work with. And I went through Artemis commissions, or is it Artemis? I think it's pronounced Artemis. But so awesome. And all of my VTuber siblings who have the same artist, and most of them have the same artist, and some have the same rigging specialist. Maka does such great work. I'm a big fan of who I went to for my model. Yeah. And if Final Fantasy XIV 7.0, when it comes out, if the new job Viper is really good and has good glam, I might get another outfit next this summer. We'll see. We'll see. It's all dependent on how good the Final Fantasy XIV glam is. I love this glam, though. Yeah. Also, I love my scarf. I love my scarf. Yeah. Yeah. Also, what's up, Redacted? Just 100% cat? Hey, that's awesome. I love the variety that you can find in the VTubing scene, and like, there's so many really cool designs out there. Like, the people I can think of off the top of my head that I really love, the unique designs, are like Red Claw. The dinosaur is just so fucking cool. Pumpkin, who has this like really awesome, cool, like 1930s cartoon look, which is so unique. And both creators are awesome. Like, they're really cool follows. So I love those. Polly plushie has a cool model as well, because it's a plushie. I'm a big fan of Polly's model. It's so good. Do I have the thing still on here? Can I don't know if I still have it. Aw, that's cute. I am a cat dad too. I have a cat. I have my little black cat Salem. I love him. Nice. I used to do D&D on stream years ago. It's been a long time. I want to see if I have this still somewhere in here. Is it under item scenes, maybe? How do I get the scenes? That's background. Oh, here we go. Oh, it was saved. Okay, hold on. I never put a hotkey on it. I never put a hotkey on it. I wonder if I can activate it. Well, maybe I did. Alt decimal? There's Polly. There's a Polly on me. There's a Polly. Look at the Polly. Creeping on me. Yeah. This was a fun thing to do when we were doing the one collab we did on my that was my birthday stream, that's right. Scientist theme, that's cool. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna shake the Polly off. Ah. Got the Polly off me. Off my back. Yeah, that was at the Capcom showcase. Which I think we just made fun of the entire time. I'm gonna snooze these ads for a bit. Ah, so good. So good. All your friends' models are furries and it works that they're just being led by a cat. That sounds about right for cats, honestly. That sounds about right for cats. Water. I love water. But yeah, no, there's so many cool models out there. There's so many cool creative people. It's such a neat scene, and I say scene and not community for a reason. But it's a great scene. When you find some cool creators that have cool, unique models, it's really neat. I mean, you got a lot of fun niche ones out there too, like people who do niche creation. Like, I love fighting games, I do, but they're not the most popular thing on the planet, especially streaming, and then especially for VTubers. But there are a handful of really good VTuber fighting game people. But yeah. I can tell you now, when you compliment a VTuber on their model, you make their day. And you made my day. Yay. Thank you. Got the all warm and fuzzies inside. I sure do love the caption software saying the woman fuzzies. Old woman fuzzies. I have the warm and fuzzies. There you go. Caption software. The captions always do. I mean, part of it's my fault. I mumble. I've always been a mumbler. Just not a mumble rapper on SoundCloud. Yet. If you ever catch me rapping, things have gone downhill for me. I love hip-hop, but you're not going to catch me, like, rapping on a record or a stream. What do you think I am, Maury Calliope? Ooh. Burn. I hope I didn't just insult. I hope I didn't anger the Maury fans. I'm sorry. Not really, I'm not sorry.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
Well, that was a hell of a sentence to come back to the game to.
This one has a special gripe with him coming here.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara. Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
Those are very, very bold accusations to make.
There's a slight unease in him suddenly. He regrets mentioning the rape.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. That was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
Yeah. This girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Well, this escalated very quickly. Yeah, flat. This escalated very quickly.
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
No, you're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter, and I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
Well, we have to find out that one.
You don't have to answer any of his questions.
The Fixer.
I know, Lizzie. Relax.
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
Okay, I'm glad I'm talking to them now, because we're going to go talk to her in a little bit.
By the Pines cow, you mean
Joyce.
Joyce Messier? The representative for White Pines? The same company you are striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what?
Cow? Cow? Moo. Man, I really am moved by his testimony. You know, it's a good thing we're talking to him. We're trying to avoid an utter catastrophe. I'll stop. No, I won't. I'll milk it for all it's worth. But if you don't like it, then we've got beef.
Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, Copper?
Titus really is big K-Kona energy. Oh my god, it's so much K-Kona energy.
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
This is where an autopsy would come in handy. You have to work with what you know.
Okay, so if I had done an autopsy, I would have had more options.
Titus, you don't have to clarify anything.
We overpowered him, dragged his unconscious body to the tree, put a noose around his neck, and hanged him till he was dead and steady.
Hold on. Didn't in the weird unconsciousness, weird fucking like trippy dippy occult shit, didn't he say he had a hard on, like that he had an erection? If he was unconscious, then would that still happen?
Then we left him for seagulls.
Yeah, it was like
maggots,
autoerotic
and you fucks.
asphyxiation. I think they mentioned that. Maybe I'm wrong. This game's really fucking weird.
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first, then see if it all adds up.
With numbers, asshole. How do you think? You're right, Lizzie. I've done enough explaining here.
Yeah.
No, he hasn't. Not yet.
Weren't you fucking listening? The fucker came to our bar. It happened right here.
The red check.
Titus is solid as a rock, and so are a few others. But
Bad Angus.
No. Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look at how fucking fat he is.
Fuck off,
Ow.
Shanky. Angus is a powerful guy. All muscle.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of twig.
And fuck you, too, Copper. Picking on Angus like this. We're done with this schoolyard shit. And just so you know, he doesn't have trouble breathing.
His all-muscle comment wasn't sarcastic.
Oh, okay, so
He's
he
genuinely
generally
trying to
does
look out for
care
Angus.
for his men.
This one is a stone wall. You won't get more out of them about the night of the murder. Not yet.
Like what, Copper?
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest
Okay,
a
so
Hardy
they're not going
boy
to tell us
without
exactly
arresting
who
all
the
Hardy
killer
boys.
is. It's one of them. That
Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
Who do you fucking think does? You keep him the fuck out of this. We have autonomy.
Ooh, there's some
It's
infighting.
all us. Evrard runs the union.
Oh.
I run the Hardy Boys.
Oh.
When the shit starts spinning, it will not land on Mr. Clare. That's the deal here. The Fixer will ignore the notion completely,
Interesting.
focusing on Titus's culpability.
When Titus Hardy says he runs the Hardy Boys, he means that in an administrative capacity. On that night, everyone acted as one man.
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
I'm just doing my
Oh,
job.
so you are just a simple, well-meaning man, eh? Ever been in solitary? Prison is a charter. That's what it is.
This guy's got experience in prison, I can tell.
He's clearly been in solitary confinement, and at a young age, nonetheless.
So is hanging a man, slowly, without breaking his neck.
Oh man, I feel like this is a bad idea. So let's do it.
Yeah, lawman. Why don't you?
It's almost an anthropological sight, watching him try to assert dominance over you.
Not in the arresting mood?
I'm gonna lose morale.
By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss as he steps closer. Easy. Walk back from the provocation. They're armed, and they outnumber us.
I'm gonna
The lieutenant
trust.
tries to establish
him.
eye contact with you.
Wise move. You made the right choice there. Now make another one and get the fuck out of our booth. We're not gonna do this again.
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder, even if it is a group responsibility. We're going
Man,
to
Kim is not wrong.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Forget about their games. You've mapped out the characters. Reading the footprints in the
I'm not
yard
gonna
should
do
be
that.
easier now.
Godly. 3% chance. I'm not going to take that risk. Alright. I'm going to take a quick break. I need to get some more water. And I'm going to stretch my legs. This is a good time for y'all to get some water, get a snack, get a drink, stand up and stretch. When I come back, we'll keep playing some more Disco Elysium. Yeah, stick around. I'll be back in a few. I'll put on some music. So when the ads are done, you'll have something to listen to. Be right back. Hi, I'm back. Hello. Alrighty. Whew. Listening to this music kind of makes me want to replay Legend of Dragoon. One of my all-time favorite RPGs, but boy, is it long. It's a long game. Alright, let me pour a cup of water from my bottle, and then we'll be ready to go. Alright. There we go. Hope you're all staying hydrated, chat. Let's see what I miss. They're leaning on your lack of authority here, but even with that being the case, just confessing is weird. Clearly they want you gone. Yeah, they want us to just go away, which is because they're hiding something, and it has to do with that rape thing he mentioned. All right, so let's. God, do we do it? Do we deal with Kuno now? I think we do. What's in my head? I'm still holding on to this.
There it is, a brave little army in your pocket. The first Smokes platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute, ready to step into fire for you, sir. Already you regret it, looking at the pack. But don't worry, you can come back to this later. The army of Smokes is honorable and faithful to you. You have your entire life to return to it.
Jesus Christ, electrochemistry.
You've passed up your chance to start smoking cigarettes for now, but don't worry. The option to start smoking becomes available again in 3 hours.
It's funny to me. I don't know why it's funny, but it's funny to me. Oh, there's a smoking lady up there? I gotta figure out how to get up there. Alright, kid.
You missed a good show before. A kid came by and completely fucked the tree to pieces.
He fucked the tree up! Fucked it good! It was porno!
It was porno!
Can't tell Kuno what words to use. Fucking kipped.
Ugh, God, I hate these children so fucking much.
Fuck you. Kuno says kipped if he wants to. Kuno's dad says kipped all the time. Kipped's a cool word.
Kipped, kippity, kipty, kipped. Kippity, kipped, kipped.
I fucking hate these children. I fucking hate them so goddamn fucking much.
It's like a little engine has come alive on the other side of the fence. An engine that only says kipped.
Kipped. All right. Shut it down,
-1, Kuno dominated you.
The fuck about it? Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant. Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away. Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
Dude, the armor was worth a lot of money, you idiot.
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate. Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit. Came around pretending like he cares about cows.
What's up with the cow stuff?
So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor? Go to the gate. Ask him yourself.
Yes, this troubadour has it. You can feel it.
It's just misogyny.
You're testing
Yeah, that sounds
Kuno's
about right.
patience here.
Get lost.
I can't stand these kids.
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it? Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed. Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno. Don't climb it, Kuno.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Fuck no. What are you? Fucking mentally handicapped?
I mean, it's better than him saying the R word. Kunoni's is gonna say it now, though.
Kuno, they've almost made you a snitch now.
Ease off, see? Kuno always takes the bullet over the hammer.
Am I really gonna put a skill point to empathy here?
Kuno does... Have you come to make your offering to Kuno?
Put it away. The information here isn't worth it.
Back off, fuck eyes! Kuno is a man. Kuno can smoke if he wants.
Yes, smoke Kuno. Smoke it all.
The lieutenant doesn't like this. It may be less destructive to your working relationship to just come back alone later.
Really? I don't want to piss off Kim, though.
Fuck you too, Piggo. Fuck you and your four-eyed friend. Thought you wanted to make this right with Kuno?
I'll have to come back without Kim for that. Okay, let's look at the body.
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's gently laid on one side.
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy. Yes. 1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim.
How do we do
3,
a field autopsy?
Field autopsy.
How do we do a
4,
field
transportation
autopsy?
of the body to the morgue. We are on number 3.
The fuck are they on about?
Cop's gonna cut his shit up.
It's not about cutting. And no, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain, from autopsy to cleanup to social work. An honor and a burden attached to your rank once you've proven yourself able, usually after 5 to 8 years of field work.
Okay.
Mine is Lieutenant Detective.
I wish we knew what we were.
You are. Your station would not have assigned you on this case if you weren't. Now...
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Shoot, Looney Rooney. Come back later, Corporal. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Dude, is there something about like that? What's the term for it? It's like that gravel that makes my back like shivers down my spine. It's so audibly pleasing to me. Kind of like ASMR, but not ASMR, but like I love that gravelly sound. It's just something about it I really like.
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. Unfortunately, no. They are better than nothing. Tell you what, I perform the anatomical side of things while you will take notes. In your paperwork, officer, just fill out the field autopsy form. Officer, What haven't you lost? Good. Otherwise you would only have one shoe now. I can give you my paperwork. There's an autopsy form there. Several, actually, but only if it helps move things along. Right. The autopsy form is near the end.
You find a moment as the lieutenant inspects the dead man's fingernails. Just a few glances.
God, he's
the
like
pages
me.
are filled with a bulky freehand that's nearly illegible. Still, you can make out a case with a curious title. The Man with the Hole in His Head. It's very hard to draw conclusions. All you can make out is that he is in a hurry to solve the case. The tempo of the handwriting says as much, and that there are a lot of notes in there. Most of them are made prior to arriving at the scene, in preparation. This appears to be a case investigated about 3 weeks ago. A workplace accident. The titular character's wife tries to get compensation. The company was not forthcoming. It's hard to make out if the hole was fatal. You're probably imagining it. The notes are very hard to decipher at a glance, so don't draw any conclusions from this. But it's not a glowing review, sorry to say.
Ooh.
The 41st, as you're referred to, comes across as somewhat less than competent. It's not explicitly stated that the lieutenant doesn't trust you. There's just nothing positive in there.
Ow. That hurts. That hurts.
That's not good. Trust among officers is extremely important. If you don't improve your rapport, there could be consequences down the line.
Kind of a warning that we should be doing our best to get on Kim's good side.
What?
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with,
"That's you."
The corpse is indifferent to your scribblings, just lies there. The next box says,
KK57-0803.0815. Next, NA. Next, NA.
Oh my god, we're doing from the very, we're doing all of it.
Roughly 50.
The corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook.
Mondial.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
I was gonna make the joke of yes, please, but thanks, Kunois. I hate you.
Male.
Pigs can have sex.
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
We're still going with March 4th. 51. What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
KK57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only 1 box remains.
None, at least not after the initial examination. Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
A silent nod. The lieutenant places his
Kim
gloved
on
hand
this.
on the corpse's chest, as if in preparation. Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform.
I don't know, maybe because this is just like my lack of religious knowledge. Is the stations of the breath the thing where you like do the forehead, chest, left or right or whatever it is? You know, the like, almost like a cross. I think it's right, left. It's the world's equivalent of here of that. That's doing the cross, but it's similar. Okay. Okay.
Somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed.
What does this have to do with anything we're doing?
Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette bull-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant
Cosmic
Dawson.
Cop Connection.
Hand extended.
That's
he
cool.
Approaches to make sure she is dead more than anything else. And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today, 42 stations of breath.
I'm just gonna say it. It's probably nothing. Right? Probably nothing. But 42 is the answer to life, the universe, and everything. The problem is you didn't know the question.
We should start the post-mortem.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodin, I think. Let's see.
See, it's happening.
Oh my god, why? I hate these kids, I hate these kids, I hate these kids.
Babrodin, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
The boots are ceramic, vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem. Removal of the boots is left for processing. The boot has a serial number.
Yeah, we did.
It's
We have to go talk to. That's
100.
right. Thank you for reminding me, Kim.
100. The lines between the plates are in the shape of the alphanumerical. The number is purposefully concealed by the design.
We have to call the station back to check up on this serial number.
Tattoos. The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo resembling a microelectronical circuit board. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene using a Trigat Mini. The deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end. Well nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness.
Touching him.
Hair is combed back, short. Lividity is consistent with
I'm not
hanging.
touching that body.
The head is congested.
Oh, thank you.
Contusions are
I'm
present
good.
on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
These little fuckers.
Fucking low velocity. You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max. Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. Consistent with predation. Ligature mark. The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Always good to think ahead. Now, we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
See,
That's gonna
my
be
pig
a-
is gonna fuck his head off.
That's gonna be a check.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
Oh, that's not good.
The belt is equally tight
Maybe I can
around
make
the
this a
whole
better
circumference of his neck. swelling over their edges like white bread rising from the east. The knot is the weak spot.
There we
the
go.
chain cutters fit in there.
Nice.
Steady now, like a flower arranger.
I'm
2
so
cuts
gonna feel
and it
it.
should come loose. After some deliberation,
Good
you
roll.
sink the cutters into the knot,
Good
tying the
roll.
belt together. You squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming on your brow. Snap! The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
It would have been really gross if I cut his head off.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck. Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters. Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia...
Oh, god damn it.
No! Let's get out and see!
I fucking knew it!
This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began. The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible.
I hate these children. I don't know how many times I can say I hate these children. They suck. They're so crass.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
I want to ask this question.
Ah yes, your hunch before. We can have a semen analysis requested from processing, if that's what you meant. Just write down that we request an analysis.
The corpse with his pants down does not have an opinion on the subject. All he has is genitals and a deathly odor.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical.
I thought they had mentioned
There are combat
autoerotic
injuries on the right
asphyxiation.
hand, thigh, and hip.
Like I thought they had.
In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
That's a lot of scars.
Last item, hands. Hands are clean. No sign of a recent struggle. Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next? Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
What would that be?
The dead man looks, too, with barely contained excitement to hear the moral of his story.
I think that may well be the moral of every story, officer. Good. Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Ew, that's disgusting.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
I hate these children so fucking much. I hate these children. I need to find my gun.
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable. Respiratory system. Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his. It's hard. Once more, you taste stomach acid in the back of your throat.
They do
A
help,
contraction. Your throat pumps a little something from your stomach and into your mouth. You're forced to swallow, just to keep looking. Inside, you see darkness. Just a mess of meat and darkness.
There are ancient mysteries down there, Kobo. Ask me later.
What is Inland Empire again? Psyche. Dreamers, paranormal investigators, mental creators. Inland Empire is absolutely unhinged. It's absolutely unhinged.
Hemorrhaging present in mucus. Hepatobiliary, Na. Ah, are you a hepatobiliary expert? Neither am I. Same for toxicology and serology, and cardiovascular. The body exhibits lividity.
I don't want to piss off Kim
extremities,
by like asking
feet,
frivolous
hands, and
questions
neck,
nonstop.
visually consistent with the hanging. Gastrointestinal.
Oh, he shit himself as he died.
This will do.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
Gonna omit that.
What's next on the list? Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too. Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body.
Oh, birds.
Odontologist does not need to be consulted.
He was attacked by birds while after he died.
Your opinion, officer?
Probably non-fatal post-mortem.
Agreed. Next injury? So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
The lieutenant's admission has caused great gratitude in Kuna. He is silent with it. Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest,
Yeah, it's
where the
definitely
countless
still
stones
non-fatal
have hit the
post-mortem.
dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Right. Next? Nothing. Just in case. A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured.
Which bone is the
cervical
hyoid
column
bone?
intact.
I don't know anything about the bones. I'm not a medical person at all. Like, I find the human body disgusting, personally. I know, like, the clavicle. I don't know where the hyoid bone is.
I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark.
Okay.
Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
It's around the throat with the Adam's apple. Okay. You know, did you ever, like... When you were growing up, did you ever have a friend who, like, their Adam's apple just became super, like... When like, puberty happened, they just had the most pronounced Adam's apple. I feel like there's at least one friend in everybody's friend group who had at least one very pronounced Adam's apple. And I knew somebody in high school that had one that was just, like, gigantic. Maybe because I always had a big neck, so I never had a... My Adam's apple was never pronounced like that. It's in your neck and supports your tongue. Interesting.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible.
Do you think this killed him? Probably.
That's it. We have established cause of death. It's not much, and it leaves much to be questioned. But it's a start. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over. Well, we established probable cause of death. Some would say that's the goal of an autopsy. We requested a test to be run on the genitals. That was the règle. The results should arrive in a couple of weeks if we are lucky.
What is...
I will not hold my breath.
De règle? Is that unregular? I don't know what this word is.
We were thorough with the list of injuries, too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
Oh yeah, well done, Master Detective. Maybe a drink is in order?
Now we put him in a body bag and I drive him to Forborg for processing.
Oh, Kim's gonna leave.
The lieutenant looks at the dead man one more time. Then at his notebook.
I don't need him to leave yet. I need him to stay.
At the corpse again. He's thinking, did I miss something? You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse.
I mean, I could do this just to see.
You run your hands.
Oh, we were so close.
His limbs, his torso.
Oh, we were so close.
Maybe you should be more.
Oh, customary. I'm gonna get bashed by Kuno.
You pull down his breeches. Marbling is present around the crotch. The penis has shrunk, crawling halfway back inside him. There is nothing mysterious or noteworthy here.
Can't get enough of that dick.
I knew it.
Do you think we missed something?
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast. It would have to be industrial in size. Let's start by asking Gart at the Whirling in Rags and the Fritz store down at the gates. If they don't know, but only...
Fuck are you looking at, Beano, man? You want a piece of the Kuno? Want to get fucked?
Oh, shut up.
Only if all else fails. This is one task we cannot sideline. With every hour, whatever we are looking for will become harder to find.
What did I... items? Oh, the picture? No, it's interact. Okay. So let's... Oh, hold on. What's in here?
This trash container is
yeah,
locked.
Renee.
The sliding lid has a padlock that says, Whirling in Rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Trash? Food waste from the cafeteria? They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too. We could try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage, or... We might want to ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one. And he also has information.
Or I could just use a pry bar. Pry bar.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, Whirling in Rags. Force time isn't happening. You've jammed the pry bar under the lid, but it just isn't bending.
Let's ask the manager for the key. This is clearly not working.
No streamer luck today. Alright, let's go down here. Still gotta talk to her. I want to know who this lady is. I don't know how to get up there yet. Okay. Let's do this first.
Can I help you? Yes, yes. For the dead body. You want to put a dead corpse into my fridge, right?
He's not gonna go for it. Who's
Correct.
this?
I don't care. You're not putting a dead body into my fridge.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's the lady from... Oh, that's this... Okay, okay. I didn't realize that was her.
Because this is a culinary establishment, not a morgue. I can't believe you even asked me.
It would only be for...
Lieutenant, you too? You're asking too? No. The answer is no. I will not turn this place into some kind of macabre circus.
Let's go talk to the frit clerk.
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
So, who's this person? I still have to get into that door here.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook.
Gorossi, Quebec?
As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Quebec. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Garancy Quebec. Please, it's not funny. The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air. He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door. The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his, and then seems to wait for you to speak.
Horse need more vodka?
Of course.
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
Vodka.
Vodka borscht! I love it, Bratan! Turn it the fuck up and then ask for some yourself.
Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
Fuck it.
He smiles, nodding vigorously, then pours half a bottle of vodka into the pot.
Chaos.
With a whistle, he stirs the brew.
Not a drug scheme. Freudian slip.
The man keeps shaking his head. His eyes seem sad. Then he starts swiping crumbs off the countertop.
I don't think he understands, officer. We need to find some other way to make ourselves clear.
Oh, no. Body no fit, fridge. Fridge more. I know.
Okay, we have our answer. It won't fit. We need a bigger fridge.
I think that's all I need from him. I need to put this body in the freezer immediately. At least Kim made it sound like we need to, so I'm gonna listen to Kim. Let's go to Fritz.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything. A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
She scrunches up her face into an expression of
Clark is not
consummate
helping,
adolescent
man.
skepticism.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay? Right behind you. You're joking, right? Okay. It wouldn't even fit, you know.
Now that I'm looking at it, maybe a glass-doored fridge in a public grocery store isn't the best option for storing a corpse.
Okay.
Who can I even ask then about the body? I don't want to talk to Kuno. Alright. Next up, let's go back to the car to run that armor. All I'll ask right now is how long do I have to find a fridge? Is it something that I should be like doing like right now? Or can I like do some other stuff and then come back to it?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Yes. The armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities in Bétancourt, sur la Clé in 42. It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Oranese pharmaceutical companies in the Seminine conflict. So, it seems the armor went to Seminine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued. The most recently registered firm that the ICP has been able to connect to the CDP is a military contractor called Trinell, and the one before it was Downwell. I think they might be the same contractor.
That's gonna be important for Joyce.
Armor like this isn't mass-produced. It would have probably been fitted. Perhaps there's a record of who signed for this particular suit of armor.
Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though.
This is a fun challenge for her, an opportunity to contribute beyond doing her job by rote. She'll gladly put in the extra effort for Team RCM.
Glad to help. Call back tomorrow.
Okay.
Hopefully I'll
Call
have
back
more
tomorrow.
for you then.
Got it.
57's over and out.
Alright, cool.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio.
Next up on our list to do. Let's see. Go back to the harbor gates for the armor. We have to wait till tonight. Go back to Joyce. Oh, I have to get the key from Manana. Just need to find a way into that passage. Joyce. Just need to find out the lorry. Let's do this stuff first over here. I guess I could ask Everett if he has a fridge, to be fair. I mean, I imagine they could probably store a body if they would want to.
So, how'd you like our harbor? It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains. Right, you talk to the boss eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk. A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open? Oh, say no more. I got you. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say. Polar Weasel? Oh, I know what you mean. I'm pretty sure he's actually Occidental, though. So you're gonna be committing fratricide, my racist friend. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags.
Okay.
That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Yeah, we know that
okay,
already.
but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter. None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess. I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am.
Philosophical dock
what we are
worker.
fighting
What a
for.
great description.
Who he is and what they're fighting for? This is interesting.
The little boy had the good on his promise. To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Okay.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes. I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part. I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have
Technical
friends at the
stuff?
library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the
Yeah,
guy
that sounds
last I
about
saw.
right.
Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
All of it? There are junior officers out there, eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them, and I would leave the boots to processing, but okay. Let's find all of it.
A mesqui's epic then, all across Martinez. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you.
I don't think I'm gonna ever find all of them. I really don't.
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
He is sincerely grateful he is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everard's law. But really, they're just like you.
I thought it was this guy we'd be talking to. Let's see what he says. You have anything new?
Went native on the chief, huh? Those ballerina antics were reckless. Should have just punched him in the throat again.
Man is dissing my my roundhouse kick.
Let's talk about our right to work.
So I have that union card. Where do I use it? Do I have to go up here? Also, I can talk to Measurehead. Oh, just let me in and out? Okay. I wonder if Measurehead knows anything about, the Hardy Boys.
Your race descent has temporarily halted, but you will fall again. I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading. The Hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the Union alone. And I do this out of race heroism. Finance is an alien concept to the Seminoles.
Race heroism?
Now leave me be.
Go talk to Everett to see if he has a fridge. Splat. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be on too much longer. Just because, you know, it's been a long day.
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything,
nice.
It seems to have grown slightly.
I probably won't do Joyce tonight. I feel like that's gonna be a long segment. So we'll probably do that Tuesday.
And as it's always been, it's impossible to open a container with rhetoric. Maybe you're losing your mind.
Someday I'll open that container. Alright, Everett. You got something for me on a fridge?
Mr. Dubois, every worker... That's right, Mr. Dubois. I see the socialist democratic fervor now burns in your heart, too. How can I help you today? I don't know what that means, Harry, but I love it. I love your initiative. Knowing you're out there keeping things running lets me focus on the big picture stuff. Don't even tell me what was going on. Alcoholic brew? Stronger? Stopped it? Strike? I'm just gonna let you surprise me, Harry. See you soon.
He's got nothing. God damn it. I need to find a fridge. Easy Leo maybe knows something?
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And lots of folk really did keep coming back. No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. It's like that old saying goes, wisdom withers if not shared. And old Leo is always up for sharing. Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
The containers in the yard are green in Wild Pine's livery, and the mountains rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors. It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo on them.
No, not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things.
Interesting.
He says I go and tell them to everyone. Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all.
Okay, no help from Leo. How do I get up here? I missed anything over here. Maybe she knows anything about a fridge? I don't know.
Lowman, you caught me at an opportune moment. This awful weather keeps me awake. You can entertain me with your questions.
She's just a distracted old woman. We should maybe let her get back to her things.
So he doesn't think she's the lady driver?
You hear that, Lowman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me. Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best communers around. I drive routes no one else will. Lomonosov's Land, Udajnaya Zemlya, the Western Plain, the Transcatolia Magistral. You for 1A. Adestradas du Mirador, all the good ones. The deep trenches, where the bluebirds fly. You're right, Lowman. I'm the one who should take my health more seriously. Thank you for looking out for me.
There's sarcasm there.
Is that all you woke me up to say? Of course not. To truly understand the Boyadero, you need to listen to On the Western Plain. It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring Boyadero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain. Of course not. The Boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved are out walking along the river Maigret, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down. No, the Boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Maigret. Then he rides off.
Jesus!
Because the Western Plain is
what the
calling
fuck?
him. The most beautiful. A true Boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a Boyadero.
What if to truly love a Boyadero is to float lifeless downstream?
Okay, that was interesting. Wind's full of snow. This guy knows anything about a fridge?
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind? I don't want to talk about that. Man, I was hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is. Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret. From me too. Now I see why. A youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool way.
Interesting.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Died.
Oh.
It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Then she may have dyed it again.
A friend? An acquaintance? I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay? I didn't, man. I told you I was hoping it's not her. That she wouldn't be mixed up in it.
He still is. Hoping. It's just wishful thinking on his part. Not trickery.
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it
He's
can't
not
be that
helping
bad.
us, man.
She's not a bad person. I know that much.
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only.
I don't believe you. She's got the darkness in her.
The darkness?
That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
Oh, that's not good.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her. It's snitching, man. I know what it is. I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind. Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one. Push Tommy and it will break his heart and his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals.
Thank you, friend.
I'm not gonna break him on it.
Wow, this makes me feel like I should pick up smoking again. Would help with my rhymes, too. Nope, don't smoke. Some of the other drivers do, though. There's still a few around, waiting for the jam to disperse. Or waiting for the sweet release of death.
Yup, nothing wrong with that statement. Your senses have nothing to add. You'll have to ask around elsewhere.
You could also check the kiosk down the street. Frit. With 3 T's. Rebishaw's weird.
He's not wrong. Rebishaw is kind of weird. Let's talk to the race. I'm assuming by raceman he means the racist.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again? I don't know what you're talking about. Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Revachol West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything.
No. He means La Puta Madre.
The name resounds like a bell in the air. A dark gong. You get a bad feeling about it. Looks like the lieutenant has a plan.
Ooh.
Let him do this.
Yeah, him.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
I'm letting Kim do it.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who'd do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is. It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorryman and Carter's Guild.
You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there. Did his shitty little guild protect him?
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
Oh.
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod. I've softened him up as best I could. Now it's on you to finish the job. Be careful. This man's still got some fight in him by the looks of it. It won't be easy to break him. The main thing is to not overdo it, even when you're trying to scare someone. The most important thing is, how does it look on your resume?
What? What do you think we're doing right now, Runt? We're outside, talking. There's some kind of homo thing?
Whoa! Alright, on that note, let me take a break. This guy just said some fucked up shit. I gotta run ads. I'm gonna stretch. I'll be back in a few, and then we'll try to trace this down a little bit longer, and then we'll probably call it, because I am starting to hit the wall. It's been a long day. Be right back. Hi, I'm back. Hello. Alrighty. Alright, let's finish up our conversation with this goddamn racist.
Make me, runt.
Let's just go and ask Tommy, alright? We are wasting our time here.
Half-light? What is half-light on this one?
Looking for something, Runt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
Failing the last time was so demoralizing and puzzling that you just can't work up the rage in him.
Alright, this guy's... God damn it. Goddamn racist. Let's see. Go back to Kuno. I could go do that. We could do that. Behind the greenhouse, which I think would be this way. Over here?
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Because there's a secret door hidden
there
in
you
the piles
go.
of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Money.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine.
No, I'm not doing
Sweet
drugs.
amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However, see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
This puts us over here. Oh, okay, this is how we get this. Oh, this is how we get up here. Okay, okay. Take that money. Thank you, thank you. Some more cash in my pocket. What else was up here? Doesn't seem like anything else. Okay, there wasn't much here. This is the greenhouse. I think that I need to. Okay, so we need to go around. Let's open this up.
This trash container is locked. With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
35 more for another skill point.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar.
Ooh. Acid reflux is bothering me.
You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. You're used to this. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Baptiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye.
Denim trousers?
A pair of denim trousers. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes?
Oh, interesting.
Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too, a white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there?
Belt.
I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that...
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
I'm getting that mug.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of a yellow man frolicking in saffron, only in its social sensibility.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he liked that.
It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands.
But maybe I could give it to the
Apple
racist.
and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something. Something larger. A clipboard.
Damaged
a blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork? It is. Look.
Oh.
The plastic has the RCM street
I
grid
found
on it.
my paperwork.
You've even got an autopsy form in there. If you don't mind my asking, how could you have let your paperwork end up in the trash? What are you talking about? I don't know either. You should take stock of your notes. Make sure it's all there. Official notes contain informants' names. If some have fallen into the hands of the RCM's adversaries, bloodletting may well ensue. It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Okay. Not you.
That's one thing off the list.
Interact.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much. Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage? But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work? Just finish your case, detective.
That was funny.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. Right. What more do you need? A rubber condom stuck to the back. A graffito that says defeated. I think you catch the drift. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart. An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark.
Oh,
we use it for
okay.
adding information to RCM property. Any capable light with the right wavelength will do. All RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
Interesting.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard, they're not exactly white. They're yellowed
So if we go to the
patches
car, we can
by sunlight
read the
and alcohol,
watermark.
and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible. Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate, due to missing pages.
We don't
and
complete
an odd
cases.
naming convention.
Great.
But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases, undertaken, not completed, mind you. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average. Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. A title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples. Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case. Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes. 2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me. That's okay. We all do, sooner or later.
Damn, ain't that the truth?
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand.
Ain't that the
handwriting
fucking
is
truth?
extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene? Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does. It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity.
That's
Officers
interesting.
use these titles to refer to their work among themselves. Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself.
Bringing levity to it, I guess.
I pray his loved ones never find out. Rail spiked through the head. He died.
Damn.
It was a workplace accident.
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. Once all the tasks are accomplished...
Oh, we have the pen!
The tasks you've completed flow out of the
Oh, that's
kind
nice that we
green
had the
ink
pen.
in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters.
I'm glad
The
I got
wording
that pen.
comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Get the body down. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the Citizens Militia.
I hope they give us options
now, all
to
that
name it.
remains is to name the case.
No, actually. Any ideas?
The Hangman's too...
Furies. Yes, well, I don't know. I have to be honest, I'm not experiencing the internal strife that it refers to. And also, could you make it less poetic somehow? Just a normal case name, you know? Think, what would that be? A good normal name.
Yes, yes. You know what that normal name is.
Hangman,
But it's so plain. Anything else, please.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man.
Nice.
It's good we sorted this out.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now. Yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB 41, then date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, why yes, your precinct number is 41. Every last alphanumeric in the files begins
Oh,
with
Harry Dubois.
and these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB are
Right,
your
that
initials.
pretty much completely confirms our name is Harry Dubois.
Harry Dubois, HDB. Still feels like there's something missing from that.
Okay, I guess I can pass time by reading these.
Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard. In the back, you see thin, translucent copier paper. Some neon yellow. Some
Okay, so these
bright
are like
red,
the autopsy
all
forms.
covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form. 3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls.
And field
the
autopsy,
bottommost
yeah.
are
Okay.
field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work. a monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields. These are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station.
Oh, okay.
Below the
it's
core
like a...
are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing.
All right, I get it.
The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper. It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back you see the embossed letters, RCM. Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment?
Oh?
Permeables. It's not hidden per se. The compartment is made for permeable materials that would get damaged if something happened to it. The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center. With your hands, U4-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board. Is not what you end up doing. You squeeze the plastic to slide it open, but nothing happens. Then you bend it some, then crack it. The goddamn thing is stuck. The ledger quivers in your hand. As it shakes, the pages rustle. This pathetic mess suddenly...
Okay, so hold on. Interfacing. Anything else for interfacing?
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. An intricate, it almost...
Oh, no, not that one. The ledger.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of tape just relaxed.
There we go.
The two sides of the board are slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off the slides. All you need to do is bend the plastic on your knee, slowly. The slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, without resistance or sound. The two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open. 2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard. 2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there, too. Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue. Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's hand. A young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort, and a smile, you think. Although that is not something you can read from someone's handwriting. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe throw it away, please. A merciful wind blows in from the Bay of Revachol, dusting the ground at your feet and raising newspapers far away. You feel the card slipping into it.
We gotta face the truth.
Your hands shake, holding onto it. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector.
There's 42 again.
I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you. You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you.
Oh,
you have a vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it. Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear. You feel the ledger slip from your hand.
What? What just happened?
There is nothing.
Whoa, 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 what?
Again.
Did I end the game?
Nothing sad, brother. No. Well, that's me. Who was...
He's been here because it's always there.
Oh, back up, back up, back up. How far back does that put me? I'm so confused at what just happened.
Your name?
It's, your name is passed out on the ground, dragged around by one of the other evil apes.
You think they would let you?
Yes.
Its delicious glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
Oh, we're back. Okay. I was so confused. I was so confused.
In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket, the air is thick.
Okay, that was
with
really
leatherworks
weird.
And heavy fuel oil.
I thought it
Cold
reset
water
the game.
runs down your chin.
Drink. Water.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself, as it pours down your parched
I kind of hate
throat.
that I skipped all that, but I
pounding in
had
your
no
head
idea what was
recedes.
happening.
The darkness parts.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
What happened? That does sometimes happen.
All the items changed.
You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed? Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that
Oh.
can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held slot for skill bonuses. Find it under the Tools tab in your inventory.
Interesting. -2 authority, but +1 inland and empathy. Okay. Ooh, a new thought. White morning. We are so bad at authority. Sure. Carnalize white morning. I'm so bad at authority. Let's save.
Snow covers the white on blue police livery of the motor carriage. The white colors nearly meld together. Do something important? Something murder-related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery. Even at a standstill, the unibody Caprice Kanema looks sleek and dynamic. The cabin is tilted frontward to give it a more aggressive, hunched look. Someone has waxed it recently.
Mm-hmm. You want to take a closer look? Yes. An extraordinary machine.
I'm hoping this is getting me on, like, Kim's good side.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up. Slam it down.
No.
Anything else? 130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
7.2. Supercharged.
Nice.
Saying these words brings him immense joy.
That's good. That's good. We're getting on Kim's good side. Okay. Let's see. We could talk to... Oh, who's this guy? Oh, these are just the drunk. Which one was Renee? Is this Renee?
I have really outdone
this is
myself.
Gaston Martin.
This is divine.
Yes, that's
That's
what you
Renee.
need, Gaston. More padding on that fat arse of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
Jesus.
René, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day? I'm sorry, officer, but I really don't share food. Nothing personal, it's just a principle.
The only one you have.
Oh, that's good. That's very good. You must have other business then?
I want to talk to Renee.
We are still waiting for a replacement for the bull you sent sinking. Yes, the Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the nights. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
He feels like he has to justify himself for some reason.
Oh.
She is nobody. This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Damn. Gina Maria Badu?
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday. No one. The bus has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
Interesting.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean...
Look, officers. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before, René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Look, officer, can we conclude the topic of my guard booth now? Yes, yes. Like I said...
So that's all we got out of that. Nice money. Nice. Who's this person?
Yes? Hello? Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much.
I can tell.
If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
Not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working class woman needs something to read. It is. I know you are. What with? My husband? No, he's not. I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Where is this going, officer?
She gives you a short nod and shifts her attention back to books. Her hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough, stained with yellow. It seems like she has spent a lot of time at work, smoking.
No, absolutely not. Are you a policeman or a nanny? They are not missing, sir.
You know where they are. They're at home, smoking, giving the ladder of vices a chance.
What? That's just... My daughters are perfectly fine. They're with their friends down in Jambro.
Oh, I was gonna say, if this
There's
is Kuno's
nothing
parents,
to worry about.
I would. If this is one of Kuno's parents, I'd lose my shit.
She's getting upset. Her voice has risen as she tries to convince herself that her daughters are safe.
They're almost grown up now anyway. They're past the age they need me protecting them from everything now. Hmm?
The woman before you, not...
Nothing for us. Let's go behind the... Let's go to the greenhouse. I think we gotta get there through here, I think? What's the wall do again?
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Yeah, why? It's a wall. An ordinary wall.
Why must we stop to look at this wall?
Orange bum hat and Nosafed.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head. You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack.
Ooh.
Thoughts race through your head. There's nothing else to do than to leave and tell Everard. No conceivable reason for you to intrude on the premises. Only curiosity could account for stepping over that
I
threshold.
mean, I am curious.
Maybe there's treasure in there. A white alligator. A fountain.
It's gonna
of
be
quicksilver.
nothing. Oh, there could be a few things in here. Magnesium.
This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty. This isn't just one sun, but there are little suns dancing around the big sun. This is the sevenfold sun miracle. It's an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. 6 small suns around the big one. This complex halo phenomena is how old Revachol got its flag.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
The tenant is an old-fashioned guy.
The lieutenant does not bow to the flag. It accepts your salute with quiet dignity. It is not my flag, he thinks. My flag is the signal blue of the zone of control.
Okay. +1 to logic. What's my current shirt? +1 to conceptualization, -1 suggestion. Let's take that off. Do that shirt. What's this?
A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others. A little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable. The images betray a lack of interest in human beings. They are merely unflattering caricatures. The owner of these mugs doesn't like people of other ethnicities very much. This person is unhappy. The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs,
Racist.
then puts it back down with a...
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same humor, the same mocking lines.
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirling's container to dump his trash. And now they've drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens, as they say.
An interesting little clue. Let's see where this goes. Clues have a way of magically connecting to other clues down the road. Perhaps you should break into apartments more often.
Who knows? I'm not expecting too much from this clothes in the trash lead either way. It might turn out to be some random local matter, but still, a nice coincidence.
You could ask Everard who this person is once you're done here.
Okay. So we go back to Everett and talk to him about who the hell lives here. Alright, well that's that. From here, the next thing I guess we should do is Joyce. What do you have to say?
Trying to sneak up on me again?
Oh, fuck off. Anything new with,
Hello again, officers.
Cindy?
Have you come to admire my mural? Ooh. Not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner. It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. Like me. Right now, I'm doing nothing at all. Does anyone in a city like this?
If there's pain about any particular home she's lost, she's buried it deep, fortified herself against it.
Yes. I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me.
Jeez.
But somehow, it never happens.
She's got that darkness in her that young people do.
Shoot, Piggy. It's what you do, isn't it? What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells? Ugh, alright. Sad Piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little
we
girl
can't
in
get to the fishing village
running
anytime
around
soon,
with
so...
military-grade handwear. Look cute as hell. If you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza. Have a good time! No. That's all the snitching Cindy the Skull does for today. Actually, I don't even know why I told you what I just told you. I have a weakness for animals. It's the animal thing again. Damn it.
Or a weakness for police officers, miss. Thank you either way.
Nice. Very nice. we have? Boots off the victim. Body has to be down, autopsy is finished, and Kim has to be absent. I think we're not gonna get the boots. I have to figure out this fridge thing. I could... No. Alright, I think next time when we come back on Tuesday, we'll talk to our girl Joyce. But yeah, I've hit the wall. I'm tired. I'm gonna get some sleep. But I'll be back again tomorrow with some more Sea of Stars, which I've been really enjoying. Good game. Save here. But yeah, no, pretty solid for a short stream. I think we got some pretty decent progress. It's very... I can see how this is just so many playthroughs to see everything, to do things in different order. Right, like I could have probably gotten the key for that and gotten my ledger. I could have probably done things in different order, which probably opens up different options. I like this game a lot. I'm enjoying it. Man, thanks for watching. I appreciate y'all. I find a stream to go say hi to, and then we'll get out of here.